Hey, welcome to Tuesday Update. Hey, we're very, very happy to announce the registration is open for our Women's Cornerstone Retreat that's coming up. Hey, here are a few details about that. It's April 4th and 5th. It's 26 hours. Starts on the Friday evening of the 4th through the evening of the 6th. Through the evening of the 5th. It's an overnight retreat at St. Joseph's Provincial House in Latham. All the meals are provided. There's a private room for every guest. And it's a really good time just to spend some time with God and get away from some of the business of life with a really surrounding, a lot of our parish women there in a supportive environment. There's no requirements about where you are in your faith life, so don't worry about that. And all women of the parish are welcome. So take a look at the website and you'll get some more information there, and I hope you might think about it. We do it every 2 years, and we've had a lot of success with this in the past. Don't forget to register for our Lenten small groups that are coming up here very soon. We're going to be taking a look at the last 4 episodes of season 3 of The Chosen. So go to the website, more information there. You can also sign up. And if you haven't tried that before, you ought to give it a shot. That's a very, very popular group that gathers there. Hey, we're going to have the baskets out again this coming weekend for Old Palm. Thank you for those who brought Old Palm last weekend. But if you forgot about it, take any of your Old Palm, bring it this weekend. There'll be baskets at the entrances. We are going to burn all those old palms this coming Monday in preparation for the ashes that we'll need on Wednesday, okay, for Ash Wednesday. For Ash Wednesday, speaking of that, March 5th, we will have the distribution of ashes, 3 masses, 6:30 a.m., 12:10 p.m., 6 p.m. So the 6:30 a.m., 12:10 p.m., 6 p.m. And it's a great way to begin the season of Lent and receiving the ashes. And bring a friend. This might be the Lent for them to really kind of learn about their faith and re-engage with their faith. Hey, after Mass this coming weekend, we're going to have the Change for Change, the containers that we give out every year. We are going to be supporting the special needs children at our Santa Ana orphanage in the Dominican Republic. There's 19 kids there, as you might expect. They need a lot of care, medication, therapy. It's an expensive thing to take care of those 19 kids, so you are a huge help in being able to do that. I can assure you, we were there last year to see it. The people who take care of those special needs kids are outstanding. They shower a ton of love on those kids. They never question whether they're loved or not. But they are some pretty severely handicapped kids. And so we're going to help them with our Change for Change. And we'll collect those Change for Change containers toward the end of Lent. But I'm always grateful for your support. New altar server training. I'm standing right here at the altar, and I always, our kids, it's a great opportunity for our kids, 4th grade and up, to become servers. I tell kids, I'm in awe that I'm as close to the body and blood of Christ as I am. And they also have a great spot for that, to be able to see and be close to the body and blood of Christ. And it's a great way to serve our community and to serve God as a server. It's again, 4th grade and up. We're going to have a couple of training sessions. You only got to come to one of them. March 3rd, 6:30 p.m. or March 4th at 3:15 p.m. right here in the church. So 4th grade and up, hope we might get some kids that might be able to do that. You can register on the website. Hey, our first episode of our podcast, Who's in My Pew? That debuted last Thursday. Father Daniel and Greg Adela did a great job chatting it up, talking a little about growing up in the Catholic faith. This coming Thursday will be the second half of that conversation. You're going to see that. I'm looking forward to it. And then you can always watch or listen, on Spotify, YouTube, website, or the Apple Podcast. Our Winter's Night Out for our church and school, that's coming up March 29. We're going to be honoring Patrick and Janet Fitzgerald and their families, as well as Cindy Pettit, for their dedication to our parish and school over many, many years. It's a fun night to gather, and it's for a good cause. The proceeds are going to go to, the renovation of our parish hall in there. And so we're going to revitalize that. And I'm always grateful for all you're doing to make our parish so welcoming and so available for programs. More information on Winter's Night Out on the website. So you can go there, you can purchase tickets there. If you might be interested in being a sponsor, you can help out there. But a lot of good information on that website. Hey, a little thought for the week. What's right is right, even if nobody's doing it. So what is right, even if nobody's doing it. So I'm going to turn it over to Father Daniel now to give us a little preview of this weekend's readings.
Hi everybody, welcome to this little preview with the readings for this weekend coming up, the 8th weekend of Ordinary Time. The first reading is taken from the chapter 27 of the prophet Sirach. Maybe you go to your Bibles, you can find the book of the prophet Sirach. Check for the book of Ecclesiasticus or the book of Wisdom. They are the same. It's different versions of Bibles. They name the book in a different way. There is a theological component there. I will explain that later. This particular chapter 27 is about tribulations the people of Israel experience in their faith journey. Why? Because faith is something given to all of us. It's entrusted to all of us, but it needs to be tested. We need to prove that we believe in God the Father. This entire book and this particular chapter about that, different challenges, understanding the wisdom of God. Then we have the Psalm, Psalm 92. It's a psalm of thanksgiving, giving thanks to God. But why? Why we are giving thanks? First, because of His kindness. He is so kind with all of us, helping us to understand His will. Second, because He planted the seed of faith in our hearts. And third, very special thing, justice, giving thanks to Him because He is very just with all of us. Then we have the second reading taken from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 15. It's a beautiful explanation there. St. Paul is speaking about mortal clothes, our human side that we need, to keep under control. Why? Because everything that we are doing on earth is made to understand death. And it will be a very beautiful thing in this second reading, and pay attention to that because this is the moment when the church understood that death is not the end, it's just the beginning of a marvelous journey. And this chapter 15 of the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians is the moment when the church realized that death is a gift. Finally, we have the Gospel, Luke chapter 6. I explained before the main topics of the Gospel of Luke. This particular weekend is Jesus Christ giving the disciples the example of a blind person trying to guide another blind person. Difficult, because both of them, they cannot see. What is the main teaching about that? Before start helping other people to be close to Jesus Christ, we need to be close to Jesus Christ first. Also, we in the Catholic Church, we don't do judgments. We are not judgmental people. It's not about judgment. It's about fraternal corrections. We help other people to have an experience of Jesus Christ, transforming their lives and our lives first. It's like the same airplane thing. Help others after you help yourself. You are first. Have an experience of Jesus Christ, and then help others. I hope I will see all of you this coming weekend in the church. God bless you all. Bye-bye.